going. And obviously, visually, as you can tell, well, you probably can't tell, but this is a view of a mountain. And I meant to actually make it more gradual on this side. And up here's a flag with dollar signs printed. This is maybe your goal. Maybe it's social mission, but whatever it is, it's your goal for your business. It's your purpose. And this side of the mountain is intended to look a lot steeper, with clouds and rain coming down and a really fierce goat. So I'm going to tell you a story about two people. So the first person shows up at work, or they're opening their business in their first year. And if you recall, 20% of businesses fail in their first year. At first, the person's cloudy, doesn't have much of a plan, a little bit scared. And so they just arrive in the parking lot for this hike, and they immediately just go to the first wall they see, and they start climbing this steep wall. And it's raining and it's slippery, and they get up here and the goat punches them in the stomach and knocks them off the mountain. So it's like, oh, Mr. Bell, I'm falling down. Sorry, I grew up Saturday Night Live. The other person shows up, ambitious, hair on fire, excited, but realizes that business is a journey and not a sprint. So getting things right matters. So they park in the lot, and then they come up with a plan that they're going to start up the shallow end. But even this is really too steep. So you ever notice when you go on a hike, sometimes you traverse? So they start off with the idea of just thinking or thoughts. And this is a parable for how our mind works. Your thoughts, as you go up this more gradual incline, so instead of going straight up the hill, they're charting to something more gentle. They're going to traverse back and forth across this mountain until they get to the ultimate goal. And basically what happens is when you go from thinking, the next things that happen are actions. So if you show up in that parking lot, the first person thought, let's just get it going, started up the hill and fell down. The second person created a plan. Strategic planning is, the third module from this thing. But the other thing is they had an ambition. They had a plan for where they wanted to go. So they created that plan. So that created actions. They took more prudent steps. Maybe in this case, they didn't overhire salespeople. Maybe this guy, metaphorically, ran up the hill by just hiring a whole bunch of salespeople before having a real plan for the product, noticeable differentiation, and the salespeople just burn off and fell off the mountain with them. This person maybe did the selling themselves and clearly figured out who the target customer was. And they came up with differentiated products that they could explain the value in a simple way. Remember storyboard, a story brand from session 6? You know who your hero is. You know what their problems are. You're just the Sherpa that gets them up the hill. And then, you solve the right problem and you save them from failure. Well, that's what this person did. So their actions then become, or actually, I'm sorry, your thinking becomes your belief. In this case, their belief is, I can, and I'm going to plan. That becomes an action. So you chart your plan, you make actions, and you choose the right actions. You don't overinvest or don't underinvest. And ultimately, you get your outcomes. That is really the lesson that we wanted you to come out with mindset. We spent most of the time talking about people's personality profiles, but it's really you. So takeaway is make sure you have really clear goals for what success is for you, and create a plan. And I'm going to actually give you a format at the end of this as a bonus to this class, a 1-year strategic plan. It'll help you sort through this. And then choose the actions that get you the greatest possible outcome, but don't let yourself fall into a habit of self-limiting beliefs. I can't. I don't have time to plan. The business owners that grow businesses that last for 10 years and exit take time to plan. They take care of themselves. They can. So that's a takeaway from this talk. I hope you all enjoyed story time. I'm sorry I didn't have milk for you and cookies, but I enjoyed being here with you. Now I need a nap.